Well, hi everybody, Mindy here, and I just wanted to do an update for January 17th, 2019 on how the Magic EA is doing. I know you're all excited to hear from me because I did not do an update yesterday. Now, the reason I didn't is because I really don't think it's going to be necessary to do an update every day, right? That could be a little monotonous. And also, to tell you the truth, yesterday there wasn't really a lot of activity in the EA. Now, the reason for that was because in the trading day that was yesterday, I had done some adjusting to the properties files as far as when the EA was making trades and not making trades. And there were a lot fewer trades that were made. And so anyway, about 24 hours ago, when I should have done the update for yesterday, we had exactly the same trades that I still have in the account. We still have 2 trades that entered on the 10th. We had 1 trade that entered on the 16th. And then, what do we see here? We see a hedge and a quick fixer for this original trade, and we see a hedge and a quick fixer for this original trade. And these are exactly the same trades that I had in here 24 hours ago. Now, 24 hours ago, the total negative PL right here, which is currently $424, was about $240. And the reason it's the exact same trades, but it was a much smaller negative PL 24 hours ago, is because this hedge and quick fix was not as negative as it currently is. Okay, see, 170 of the negative PL dollars are involved in these 2 quick fixer trades that are currently ugly, and they're getting pretty ugly. This one is about 50 pips ugly at the moment, and this one is about 40 pips ugly at the moment. 24 hours ago, these 2 trades were very mildly ugly. They were, $5 or $10 ugly each one of them. So that's why the negative PL is growing, right? But that's okay. Everything about this is going to come out for profit sooner or later, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. But anyway, I was actually kind of glad to have a couple of these trades, hedge and quick fix, so that you guys will be able to see what happens, right? Now, a couple of days ago when I did the update, we still had several trades from the 10th. We had several trades from the 11th. And we had a trade or 2 from the 12th, I think. Or was it the 9th, 10th, and 11th? I don't remember. But anyway, you can see that these are the only 2 trades from the previous week, right, that are still in the account. All the rest of the trades currently went in on the 16th. Right? And there are no trades from the 17th, which was today's trading day. Now, today's trading day is officially over as of 4 o'clock this afternoon. It's currently 6:30, so the spreads are still a little bit wider than normal. So this, if nothing changed in the pricing at all, within the next hour or so, this negative PL is probably going to go down about $10 or so, just because the spreads will get smaller and smaller as the night progresses into, the busier part of this current trading day, which is now the 18th. It's still the 17th in the USA, but we are actually in the trading day right now at 6:30 p.m. of the 18th. Okay, now here's the thing. Because I had changed some settings on the EAs and made it a little more difficult for trades to go in, what I found out is that I had changed them a little too much, because in the last two trading days, the trading day for the 16th and the trading day for the 17th, when we go to the account history, we see that for those 2 days combined, we've only closed $73.52, right? Now, on the updates I was doing before, I was telling you, well, it looks like we're closing about 70-something dollars a day, right? And today, what I'm telling you is the last 2 days combined have only been 70-something dollars, okay? And you can see here, if I sort these trades by the time that they exited the account, right? What we see
Sell
is
above.
that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 trades closed on the trading day of the 16th. And then we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 trades closed on the trading day that was the 17th. Now, the next trade that closes, it will show a close date of the 18th, because that's the trading day that we're in currently. So what you can see is that I didn't make a very good choice in how I changed the parameters for the trades, right? Because I got way fewer trades. So what I'll do now is I'll go back in and I'll change them back to what I was using several days ago, because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find the sweet spot where the EA can make as many trades as possible and yet take as little risk as possible, right? So anyway, I'll be continually adjusting the parameters on the EA until I find the very best spot for each pair individually, okay? But here's the other thing I wanted to show you. What we have in this trade history is we see that we had a hedge close, wow, and we had a quick fixer close. And then when we look a little further down, we see that we had a hedge close and a quick fixer close, right? What's happening is as the price is going up and down, while the price goes up and down, right, what it's done is 2 times it has closed hedges and quick fixes, but currently we still have hedges and quick fixes. And if we look at the 2 original trade numbers, that one ends in 652, one ends in 136, and we go over here, what we see is that on the 16th, right, on the trading day of the 16th, the trade ending in 652 had a hedge and a quick fixer that closed, and now it has another hedge and quick fixer that's currently open, right? And that's what it's supposed to do. We also see that this hedge and quick fix was associated with the trade ending in
Sell above.
in 136, right? And so it has had a hedge that quick fixed and closed, and now it currently has another hedge and quick fix. And this is what the EA is supposed to do. So every time the original trade goes 100 pips ugly, it's going to hedge it, quick fix it, and as the price starts moving back toward the original trade, it's going to close the hedge and the quick fix for a profitable outcome. In this case, we made about $5. In this case, we made about another $5, right? But when it's closing the hedge for a profitable outcome, the trade no longer actually needs to be hedged. So, and then if the original trade becomes at the threshold again to hedge it, hedges again. So it's just that simple. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that the last couple of days we've made less money per day than we had been making, because this is 2 days. We had been making about 70-something dollars each day. But currently, what we have is a negative PL that is growing a little bit, but that's okay. It will go up and down, right? But if we wanted to just call it quits right now, we do have a positive equity in the account currently. It has been higher, and it'll probably be lower at some point. That's the whole point. Your equity number provides your usable margin, right? And so that's what usable margin's for. It is for managing your trades until you can come out of your trades for a positive outcome, right? Every time. And so anyway, I'm not the least bit worried about this. It might go higher, it might come lower. If the quick fixer trades meet my threshold for hedging, they will hedge too. And they will have their own hedge and quick fixer. But if that happens, because those will be larger trades, as those trades go back and forth between needing their hedge and closing their hedge, instead of making about $5 on each transaction, I'll be making about $20 off of each transaction, right? And so, the price goes up, and if these quick fixers do ultimately hedge, I'm just going to be saying, all righty, let's go for it, right? So anyway, I'll let you see how that plays out as the days go by. But anyway, that's where the account balance is standing right now. The equity, though, is still up 185 if I wanted to call it quits right now, right? And so far, the account has booked a $609 booked profit, right? The thing is, we're not realizing all of the booked profit right now because some of it is still trapped here in negative PL, right? But that's okay. This is how Forex goes. I had a conversation with someone on my YouTube channel recently that was just insistent that I'm going to lose all my money, and this is the stupidest thing ever to hedge positions instead of just taking losses. And so anyway, I'm really kind of excited about this because he has his opinion, and I have been trading strategies like this for 20 years, and I know for a fact that it always comes out just fine in the long run. This is the difference between freaking out and taking your trades out for losses and just letting them simmer, right? If you're making good trades, if you're using a reasonable strategy for selecting your trades, you don't have to worry that your trades are not going to come back into profitability, because they will. They will every time. Now, if you're using a trend trading strategy, he might be right for his strategy, that if he had a trade that went ugly, it would never, ever, ever come back, and he would lose all of his money. So for his trading strategy, he might be right. But anyway, for my trading strategy, that's simply not the case. So anyway, you'll see that play out as time goes by. And so anyway, let's go ahead now, go back to the trade history, and I'll show you where some of the trades showed up on the charts, right? The first one, let's see, we had some trades here in AUDJPY that have happened in the last couple of days. You can see that in the trading day that just closed, we only had one. And in the day previous, we only had one. Sell above. But, again, the price is doing a pretty good job of finding lows on the charts. It didn't find the very low here. And then right after this trade went in is when I adjusted the settings on the EA, and we went quite a while without getting a trade. Now, the settings that I adjusted it to gave us a very good trade. But, there comes a point when quality of the trade, you can suffer with a little less quality if you can get more trades, right? So I would have preferred, during all this time in here, to have had the EA find more trades instead of just finding the one. But the one that it did find, it found a very high quality trade, right? And then we had some trades in CAD JPY in the last couple of days, and you can see again we went for a very long extended time where this pair didn't find any trades, right? And that was because I had changed the settings. But when it finally did start finding trades, they were very high quality trades. It found the low of the day and it found the high of the day. But by the same token, those were the only two trades that it found. And so tonight what I'll be doing is changing the settings a little more, trying to find more trades, maybe getting stuck in some that aren't exactly the low and the high of the day, right? And that's okay. But the two trades that we did get from the new settings were exceptionally high quality trades, right? No doubt about that. We got the low pip of the day and we got the high pip of the day. So you can't really complain about that. It just would have been nice to have some more trades along the way. Okay, let's see. In the last couple of days, we've had a CHF trade, CHF JPY. Again, it did a very good job of finding the high on the day. The only thing is, that's the only trade in that pair that it made for the last 2 days, right? We had some EUR JPY trades. Again, extremely high quality trades. Couldn't have asked for better trades. Found literally the low of the day and the high of the day. But here again, during, from the time that I changed the settings, those were the only two trades that the EA found. I would have preferred to have had more trades along the way, right? And then we get down to NZD JPY. Here again, very few trades, but the trade that it picked out was very high quality. So we're not going to complain about the quality of this trade at all. It wasn't the high of the day, but close enough in the big picture, right? And, didn't matter. The trade actually closed out. Now we're at a new high. I mean, higher than our trade went in, but who cares? This trade closed for a profit prior to the time the price went up higher, so no problem there. We have some NZD USD trades, and they are over here. We didn't get any trades in this trading day, but yesterday we had several. So anyway, they're over here. Oh well, you can see them. They're over here. They weren't super great trades, but there was nothing wrong with them. We had some USD CAD trades. One USD CAD, again, a very high quality entry. We had some USD CHF. Now these are some of those hedges and quick fixers. See? So I can't figure out why this keeps jumping on me. Let me try to do it a little differently. Okay, so here are those hedges and quick fixers. As you can see that there's two trades that look like they're kind of on top of each other. That's because one is the hedge and one is the quick fixer, right? So that's why you see kind of like a double line in those spots. Okay, then over here we had the same thing because the day prior we had some hedges and quick fixers on the one trade that opened and closed 2 different times. The hedge and the quick fixer did, right? And so then in this trading day, it was actually the 2 different trades, one each of hedging and quick fixing the trade, right? So that takes care of those USD CHF trades. And then let's see, then we have some USD JPY trades. So we'll go take a quick look at the USD JPY charts. Again, very, very few trades the last 2 days. But the trade that I found after I changed the parameter settings for the EA was an extremely high quality trade, right? And so that was one of these trades. And the other 2 USD JPY trades were trades that closed yesterday. Here was one of them, just a small trade. And one of them was one of those trades from several days ago, actually last week. So that's why this has a really long line attached to it. It goes back to January 9th. Right. It's right there. Right. So anyway, that's where that trade finally closed. But like I told you, it doesn't matter. It's okay to let your trade simmer. Sooner or later in Forex, if you are selecting high quality trades, you don't have to worry if your trades go underwater, because ultimately every trade you make is going to be just fine, right? So if you would like more information about how to trade the way I do, how to find high quality trades that you don't have to worry about, trades that you can afford to sit on and manage with your usable margin, then get in contact with me. My name is Mindy Yost. Here's my picture. Lovely, lovely picture. Here's my email address right up here, right at the top of my website, which is mindyyost.com. Okay, so just key in www.mindyyost.com. Run my first and second name together. Yes, that does mean that there's two Y's right next to each other. Okay, that trips up a lot of people. Okay, but anyway, when you come to my website, you have access to my email address, and you're more than welcome to get in contact with me anytime you'd like. Now, I do spend most of my time with my mentoring students, so I'm not saying that I will answer your email within minutes, but I will answer your email sooner or later, right? Might take me a few hours, maybe it'll be the next day, but you will always get a response from me via email, okay? And if you have any questions about the EAs that I'm introducing, here's a little video about the Magic EA, and then if you scroll down a little bit, I also have a video about an EA called Profit Stop Plus, which is a trade manager for trades that you put in manually. Okay? If you trade in the United States and you like what you're seeing on my account, let me show you this. Right now, I currently have open 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 positions. Oh, I see that we just had a new trade enter in NZDJPY. This is just entered since we began talking. See, it is entered on the trading day of January 18th. That trade wasn't there when I started making the video. But anyway, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 currently open positions, right? Look how much money I have out in total margin, $107. Okay, that's because I'm trading with a 500 to 1 leverage. Okay, if you're trading in the United States, you're trading with a 50 to 1 leverage. So for these same 8 positions, your margin would be huge, hugely more. In fact, in the United States, you probably wouldn't even be able to afford to have 8 open positions with an account balance of $10,000 because you wouldn't have enough money left in your free margin to manage your trades with, right? So anyway, if you like this idea of trading with 500 to 1 leverage, you get a hold of me and we'll talk about it. And I'll show you how you too can trade with 500 to 1 leverage. Okay? I also hedge my trades. In the United States, you can't do that. But it does not matter. U.S. citizens can trade with foreign brokers. There's nothing illegal about trading with a foreign broker who offers you higher leverage and lets you hedge your positions. And also, I don't have to worry about the FIFO, first in, first out rules. So if you like that idea, you want to find out more about trading with a foreign broker, I will answer all the questions that you have. Okay? Now, obviously, there is another element of risk. when you're trading with a foreign broker. But honestly, I've never found it to be an issue. Just because brokers are not in the United States and they're not regulated by the U.S. regulators does not mean that they're bad brokers. Some of them might be bad, but others of them are some of the best brokers I've ever worked with anywhere in the world have been foreign brokers. There are lots of issues to take into consideration when you trade with a foreign broker, but I can help you work through those issues and let you know the truth, good and bad, about what the situation is. But your Forex trading will be greatly enhanced by trading with foreign brokers when you can have higher leverage, not have to worry about FIFO rules, and can also hedge your trades when you need to hedge your trades to protect equity, right? So anyway, that's my video for today. I'll do another video, don't know when, maybe tomorrow, maybe in a few days. It doesn't matter, you know me. I'm going to update the video on a regular basis, maybe not every day. But thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you soon. So happy trading, everybody. Bye for now.